This is Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association, your source for the latest Iowa ag news headlines right here in the heart of the heartland. With reports from our award-winning team of Dustin Hoffman, Riley Smith, Mark Magnuson, and Andy Peterson. Now from the IARN studios in Des Moines, here's Mark.
Hello and welcome into Ag Matters PM on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Mark Magnuson. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, and we're so glad you can join us for today's show. In today's episode, I will be joined by Jason Meyer of agmarket.net for our closing markets. But first, it is my discussion with Erin Jost of John Deere as we learn about the latest innovations to John Deere Operations Center.
Mark Magnuson for the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, and I'm joined today by Erin Jost. We are at the John Deere setup here at the Farm Progress Show 2025 in Decatur, Illinois. And Erin, as always, a big crowd here at the John Deere booth. You can hear them in the background. They're pretty excited. But we're going to talk about Operations Center here today. And let's just start with the basics because I know it is an impressive platform.
Yeah, John Deere Operations Center is our free, no-cost platform to our customers. If you own a piece of equipment, you can have access to it. And as long as you have a modem on your machine, you are able to transmit your machine and agronomic data back into the platform. Once you have that basic data in there, you're able to make those advanced agronomic decisions year over year, see how your performance has been with application or different tillage practices, and really see how that turned out in your yield. So it's really been an exciting advancement for our customers.
And obviously it gives you that concrete data, that hard information that you know is going to be accurate. And then it does help you to make those decisions from one year to the next based on something that you maybe changed or you wanted to try, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I think having that hard data really makes you understand, exactly how things turned out, helps you understand you've made the right decisions and really reinforce your practices on your operation. So it's free. There's nothing holding you back. So we really encourage our customers to jump in and give it a try.
And if you're managing a farm from, let's say, a remote location, or you're just trying to keep an eye on what's happening on your farm when you're not there for the day, are you able to do that through Operations Center?
Yeah, something that's awesome about the Operations Center is you have access to it from your desktop, but we also have a mobile app. So think about when you're out in the barn, out in the shop, making tune-ups to something, or you're maybe with another operator helping them out with the problem. You're able to log in directly to your phone, see exactly what's happening on your operation, keep tabs on how things are running, or even log into, an operator in distress in the cab, maybe doesn't know what button to push. You can log in remotely and help them out with that situation from wherever you are, right from your phone. So it's pretty cool.
Have you made upgrades to the Operations Center from farmer feedback, from farmer input? Have farmers come to you and said, hey, we need this specific thing or this specific tool or, ability through Operations Center? Has that been a thing that has come across from John Deere and you've been able to address that?
Absolutely. One of the things that we really pride ourselves on is taking our customer and farmer feedback and acting on that directly. Right from Operations Center, either from our mobile app or our web platform, there is an opportunity in a box to put in feedback. We religiously review that feedback, and we are taking that to heart to help us when we're creating our backlog for our enhancements to the system. So we're scanning that every day and putting those suggestions directly to work in the system.
So does Operations Center look quite a bit different now from when it very first was unveiled?
Yes, I have actually been with Precision Ag for about 13 years, and it's been a night and day difference. We hope that the platform remains user-friendly and that our customers feel that way, but it has enhanced a lot over the last 10 years.
Is there anything on the horizon for John Deere Operations Center? Is there something that you've been working on or that you think could be potentially something that could become part of this platform?
There's a lot of opportunity. I don't know exactly when things will come to fruition, but I'll just say stay tuned. We have new enhancements coming out all the time and a lot of excitement coming.
Erin Jost with John Deere, and we're talking Operations Center here today on the John Deere platform. Erin, is there anything else you'd like to let our Iowa growers know about when it comes to John Deere and just anything you're excited about?
Yeah, as long as you have a modem on your machine, John Deere Operations Center is free for you to try. So it's free to set up an account. Just go to operationscenter.deere.com. You can get that set up and start recording your data and making those agronomic analyses right away.
Erin, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it, and have a great rest of the show.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you.
Thank you to Erin Jost of John Deere for joining today's episode of Ag Matters PM. It is time now for the closing markets. I will be joined by Jason Meyer of agmarket.net next. But first, a word from our sponsor, the Iowa Soybean Association and the Soybean Checkoff.
Iowa Soybean Association is driven to deliver for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers. We're proud to provide objective agronomic research, a helping hand with soil and water stewardship, and timely industry news powered by the Soybean Checkoff. Learn more at iasoybeans.com.
Joined today by Jason Meyer of agmarket.net for our closing markets. Jason, what's happening with the trade in the grains? What did we see in the grains today?
This morning, the grains were under a little bit of pressure. Over the weekend, there was a judge that came out and said Trump's tariffs are unconstitutional. So that just put a little bit of pressure on the markets. But as the day progressed, we had wonderful export sales here this morning. That really helped support corn. And toward the end of the day, corn is going to finish up 2 to 3 cents. So that's a new high close for the move here. And the soybeans just under a little bit of pressure. We still don't have any Chinese new crop sales on the books. So that has the marketplace a little bit concerned, but definitely a strong close for corn today.
When you think back to Friday and that positive price movement followed up by the negative price movement for the soybeans today, was that an overreaction, Jason, do you think, to the potential for some news about China?
Maybe a little overreaction. A lot of people thought, hey, we're going to get something done with China. So until we see something concrete, I think you're going to have hearsay and conjecture, let's put it that way. And we might be up one day and down the next. And we just need more confirmation. And then you had a lot of people going into the weekend talking about the cooler weather, how dry the month of August has been. We're maybe not seeing the best finish on soybeans that we possibly could see. So that lent some support to the soybean market to close the week last week.
On the other side of the ag marketplace, what happened with the livestock trade today?
The cattle market volatility continues. We traded both sides of unchanged today. $2 up, $2 down. There's a little bit of concern this morning that with the stock market being down and the U.S. dollar being up, we might have a little bit of pressure on the cattle. So they started lower, went higher, and came back, settled pretty close. And then on the hog market, hogs continue to their nice strong rally that we've seen here the last week or so, and there's just less pork out there than a year ago. So that's definitely supporting the livestock markets.
And that has been kind of an underreported story, Jason, those low pork numbers. I mean, we know what the landscape for the cattle market and how much beef is available, but it's kind of followed suit with the pork side, hasn't it?
Yes, and maybe the high price of beef is finally forcing consumers to find a cheaper protein source, and that protein source just might be pork.
He's Jason Meyer of agmarket.net, my guest here for closing markets today. Jason, what's the best way for our viewers to get in touch for more marketing information?
Go to our website, agmarket.net, and check us out, and we'd be happy to give you a shout out if you talk to us here.
He is Jason Meyer of agmarket.net, my guest for closing markets today. Jason, thanks so much for the time. Always appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Mark. Enjoy this nice weather.
Thank you to Jason Meyer of agmarket.net for joining today's show. Let's take a look at the closing market numbers, how the markets finished today. We can find that information anytime under the markets tab of our website at iowaagnet.com.
September corn closes up 5 cents at 4.03 even. September soybeans down 11 cents at 10.25 3/4. September soybean meal down 8.10 at 2.7550. September soybean oil up 50 cents at 51.97. Chicago wheat down 5 cents at 5.13 even. Minneapolis wheat down 4 cents at 5.55. Kansas City hard red wheat down 9.5 cents at 4.83 1/4. September oats down 4 3/4 at 3.03 3/4. On the Merc, October live cattle down 13 cents at 239.53. September feeder cattle down 53 cents at 364.25. October lean hogs up 53 cents at 95.55. October pork cutout unchanged at 102.23. Class 3 milk down 18 cents at 17.93.
That wraps up our closing market coverage for today and brings us to the end of today's show. You can find all of our content on our website at iowaagnet.com. You can follow us on social media at Facebook and X, and you can listen to our morning, midday, and closing market podcast, as well as our daily episodes of our Iowa Ag Matters podcast, wherever you find your favorite podcast, at Apple, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. From the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network studios in Des Moines, I'm Mark Magnuson. For Riley Smith, Dustin Huffman, and Andy Peterson, thanks for watching Ag Matters PM.